Hello friends, I'm Elizabeth Beelan and welcome back to what I like to call Unearthing Shadows Light. Here there is no judgment, just love and love for yourself, and my goal here is to understand the deeper, darker aspects of ourselves and become more in tune with them so we then can lead our best lives. That being said, I want to very quickly share a very quick exercise with you guys to kind of dull down if the senses are too much. In one of my last videos, I touched upon the chakras in the system, or chakras. Your third eye chakra is right here, and it's your second sight, it's your sixth sense, it's seeing without your eyes. It's seeing with your heart. It's seeing with your knowing and your mind and your gut. But sometimes we can be around a lot of people, or the energy itself is just too much and heavy. And if you're picking up on a lot of stuff and you're not understanding where it's coming from, or you went from being in a really good mood to a shit mood, like true empath style, that's what happens. So one of the biggest things that I like to do is I like to visualize a light switch right here. And when things are too much or I'm getting too much information, I don't like to classify myself as a medium, but more often than not, when I do readings for people, a loved one will step in and I will get a lot of information. So sometimes it's a lot because the non-living still think they're living sometimes, and they like to take precedence over many things. So when that happens, in order to keep things in order so I don't go crazy, crazier, I like to visualize a light switch here, and all I like to do is boop, and I literally visualize turning it off. And that shuts me down. And then I can turn it back on at will. And that's energetically, that's me setting the intention and the boundary that we're shutting it down. I also, if I feel unsafe or uneasy or it's too much and I have anxiety, as so many do, I like to zip myself up. I just visualize almost like you have a body bag over you and you go right from your feet, zip all the way up, and here you can even visualize or use your imagination to hear the sounds of the zipper, and then you can zip yourself back down and unfold as you will. So just really quick tips to kind of touch upon. I'm gonna make this video fairly quickly today. My girls are playing Minecraft and I actually thoroughly enjoy playing with them. So I'll be going to do that in a little while, but I did want to do a very quick collective reading. The energies, this full moon's kicking my butt. The full moon in general, the energies can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. This one was a super moon. I don't know all the placements and what it was all in and whatnot. I haven't really dove too much into that at the moment, and I absolutely will. If anyone requests anything, please let me know in the comments and I will touch upon some things if people need some clarity. But this full moon has kicked my ass. I'm exhausted, absolutely exhausted. I felt like I ran a marathon yesterday. And I could have been picking up on people's energies around me, but I'm sure that I'm not the only one that's dealing with this. So there's that. And, okay, so to the collective reading. One of my favorite movies of all time is The Labyrinth with David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly in 1986. I think it was the year I was born, in 86. I love that movie so very much, and it makes my heart smile, and that's when I was introduced to David Bowie, whom I now love. And when he passed away, he became one of my guides, so he comes in quite frequently, and I bring him up because I'll be reading from the Starman Tarot today. It's David Bowie's deck. It's incredible. incredible. The whole, where's the, I can't find it. When you put the box on, it has a lightning bolt. They look like cards on an acid trip. And I don't normally, like I have said before, I don't normally like to read tarot, but this deck is just absolutely beautiful. So I'm just gonna pick a few cards. We'll see what pops out. Normally I say 3 and then 4 come out, so we're just gonna go with it. Okay. Okay, so collective reading. Yep. Okay. And I'm gonna take that one. And we'll take, okay, all right. So I did end up taking 4 because it seems to just be going along with the theme. But the first card that I got was Strength. So this is the Strength card in the deck, and I'm almost positive that might actually be David Bowie's wife, whom unfortunately I cannot think of her name at the moment. But Strength, you see the 2 lions here, and we are about to go into Leo season, and I am absolutely a Leo, so this is my time to thrive. It's go time. But they're asking you to touch upon your strength, and in regular tarot cards, it's the woman, and she has her bottom hand and top hand on the lion's mouth, and it almost looks like she's prying the lion's mouth open, but the reality of that is she's just placing her hands on the lion itself, and she's allowing the beast to be what it is, but with her own boundaries. So I feel like that's what we are being asked to do, is have our boundaries in check and to be able to pull strength from ourselves. What else do we have in here? Does she have a hook for an arm? She has a hook for an arm. That's very, very interesting. These are very just interesting cards in general. The hook for an arm, and I'm trying to see what is, it looks like a serpent is on the hook itself. So I'm wondering if there's some sort of issue where we're being asked to be let off the hook. Giving yourself that break that I've been talking about, letting yourself off the hook, understanding, being kind to ourselves, and pulling from our strength, pulling from our core, which leads to the King of Swords. Beautiful cards, but they are very, very trippy, and there's a lot to unfold here. This has the baboon at his feet, and that is Bowie himself. There's a lot in this card, but the King of Swords in general is the truth sayer. He comes in fast. Swords are very, very fast. I believe the pentacles are what's extraordinarily slow. So if you're getting pentacles, that can be a slower aspect. These are all Major Arcana cards too, holy cow. So definitely a collective reading, but coming in with truth. So we're asking to be let off the hook and pull from our strength to have the truth come in. Baboons in general too are pretty frightening animals and very, very strong. And it looks like he is overpowering the baboon himself. So I'm gonna go with the fact that it's taming the monkey mind of the truth and the understanding, right? So like we're that taming, that ego mind that comes in and tells you what you can and can't do, that keeps going. That's the monkey mind I'm talking about. So I feel like it's getting control of the monkey mind. and not feeding into the bullshit that's around us, because there's a lot. Also too, I have your attention, and before I continue to go, because it does tie in, are we paying, well, not only is inflation ridiculous right now, but are we paying attention to all of the factories that were up in flames or have like completely disintegrated, the food factories, and we have a food shortage? I don't know, guys. It's just something to think about, okay? It's just something to kind of dive down your own little rabbit holes for. I'm not here to tell you what to think or to believe. I'm just here as a presence with you on this journey. So tell me what you think in the comments below. Yes, there are no coincidences there. But okay, third Major Arcana card out of the 4 cards is Justice. So Justice is the scales. It's the head and the heart. Wow, it's having that balance, which the last card is the Wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune in the regular tarot deck. So this ties right into that, but holy cow, I was touching upon the head and the heart and that being able to be balanced. And the bigger governmental structures, I feel like the wheel always comes up and down, right? It's a circle, so it's here. So if you're shit out of luck here, the wheel will eventually turn in your favor. You know, it's training this and this, the head and the heart, and understanding the balance and duality of it all to be thrown into the wheel. Kind of, he looks like cat eyes, right? But also, like the Wizard of Oz. That's just what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm getting, is like the man behind the curtain, the wheel, like that's the universe, divine intervention. I really think that we're really coming into our own as a collective, where we're not, like I said in my other video, all we gotta do is stand up and their game's over. And that's for anything in our life too. Like, we just need to stand up for ourselves, and the games, the bullshit drama, the things that we don't need to attach to anymore. Game's over. This is not supposed to be the life we're living. And it doesn't have to be the life that we're living. It starts with us. Our love for ourselves that radiates out and continues as a ripple effect, so we may in turn love others. So just we have the strength, the hook, line, and sinker. Don't fall for the bullshit. Pull from your strength, from your core, from your personal power and your solar plexus. Sit with that. Understand what that means. And my next video, I will go over the solar plexus. There's a really cool thing that you can do, tapping into your solar plexus and your personal power. So I will go over that in my next video. But pulling from your core, taming the monkey mind, and bringing in the truth quickly, because swords are very, very quick. We have the Justice, getting into balance, the head and the heart, if these could just be in sync, right? Remember I was talking about that? If you don't remember, go watch one of my last videos. I think it was 2 videos ago. And then we have the Wheel, which it's coming in, like the universe is stepping in, where more people are waking up. We're no longer, like I said, we're no longer waking the sheep. It's time to wake the lions. So be a lion and roar, because it's Leo season. It's go time. So thank you all so much. Anything in the comments below, please go visit my YouTube channel. It's under Elizabeth Beelman. My channel is Unearthing Shadows. Unearthing Shadows Light. My website will be up soon. Again, I'm working on it. It's as much as I thought I was tech savvy, not so much. So we're working with it. I hope you all are well, and I will be back soon. Namaste.